Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to invite you to rethink what's going on with your health and why so many symptoms are showing up now that we're in midlife, so that you can get off that whack a mole train of trying to chase all these different symptoms. Because when it comes down to it, there are simple ways to look at it that will help you be able to understand with more ease how to address what's going on. Because there are some root causes that can really shift everything. It's sort of like when you have a boat and there's water flooding it, and you're trying to get the water out by taking a pail and trying to, you know, alleviate the flood that's happening without really realizing that there's a hole somewhere that you can plug. And when that happens, everything falls into place. All that shoveling out of water will start seeing benefits because you've addressed the root cause of the problem, which is the leak that you have in your boat. So enough of that analogy. So the the crux of the matter is that when you get into midlife, you've lived, you know, 40 to 50 years of your life. A lot of life has been lived. And during that time, especially with midlife women, there's an entire book, a bunch of them, but one of them is called Burnout by Emily Nagoss. I think Nagoski. Well, the book is called Burnout, and her twin sister, she and her twin sister wrote the book. But it talks about human givers and human beings, and women have been basically conditioned to be human givers for our entire lives. And so we've forgotten to include ourselves in the equation of care. And we've been going and looking around our lives, thinking about what we need to fix around us so that we are being good women, taking care of other people, holding it together for others, and making it all about everybody else, and not thinking about or caring about ourselves. And so when we get to midlife, living life this way, doing it all, having it all, we are exhausted. And that's really what's happening underneath it all. And that's why I talk a lot about burnout. But when I talk about burnout, the symptoms are a lot of things that are showing up in midlife in terms of fatigue. That's one of the biggest things that we complain about. Brain fog, um, and mood swings, and hormone imbalances. You need energy to be doing something with the hormones. Hormones are information, and your body needs to do something with it. But when you don't have any energy, then it becomes more of an imbalance. And also, your body needs energy to create enzymes and to create neurotransmitters, your feel good chemicals, and also digestive enzymes. That's to be able to break down and absorb nutrients from your food. And also, the list goes on. Anything that your body needs to do, it needs minerals to do that. And minerals are what creates energy. And we've burned through those things. We've burned through our reserves of minerals. So biochemically, we don't have energy. And also, the way that we think about life, like always caring for other people, means that we're always putting out fires or making sure other people are healthy, safe, feeling supported. And if we don't have our own focus on ourselves, then we aren't feeling safe, supported, and we're not getting our foundational needs met. And this translates into depleted minerals, but also emotionally, it creates that sustained state of burnout because we've never really let ourselves get into that state of rest, digest, recovery. We're always in the state of fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. And it's healthy to be on a continuum of that. Your body should supposed to be able to shift easily from safety to fight, flight, freeze, and fawn, and go back to rest, recover, and digest. And then whatever's happening, your body needs to be able to respond appropriately. But what I've seen is that a lot of us as women in midlife have gotten stuck in that continuum, more of fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and trying to keep everybody safe, so that we rarely get into the state where a body can be able to recover and rebuild. And so when we get to midlife, the most obvious thing is that our hormones leave, but really the whole time hormones were not the main. I mean, they definitely impact our health and well-being. I'm not going to say that, but behind the scenes, it's been protecting us from what really has been going on, and that's that burnout state that your body is experiencing. So that means that if you are going to the gym and hitting it hard with no energy, it's going to make you feel worse. You're not going to lose weight. You're not going to get stronger. It's going to be harder to build muscle. Um, And also, if you're taking all the supplements, if you're not able to create digestive juices to be able to break it down and absorb it, then that's not going to do any good. It's actually a waste of time and money and creating things for your body to do, because now your body needs to handle it, address it, detox it, whatever it needs to do to move those supplements and those gel capsules and everything out of your body. And then, taking the best hormones, your body, if it's not able to do something with the hormones, remember hormones are energy. I mean, not energy, but information. So it tells your body that it wants to do something. If your body can't respond, then it's going to accumulate. You're not going to be able to detox it, and it's going to cause additional problems that actually exacerbate symptoms and create new ones. And also, when you're in a state of stress chronically, you end up not being able to detox properly. So there's an accumulation of toxic metals, which my favorite test, the hair tissue and mineral analysis, is able to discern or show you how much heavy metals you have in your body. It's able to show you how well you're detoxifying and whether you have the cellular energy to be able to respond to life in general, but also to detox. And so, as you can see, it's not really just about, you know, hormones. It's not just about you're not doing enough. In fact, you're probably doing more than your body is able to respond to. And so when you want to recover from burnout, one of the first steps is to look at what's going on with your nervous system, prime it to be receptive to healing instead of safety. And then also think about different ways that you can clear up your schedule and the ways that you have your daily habits that aren't supporting you. Maybe habitually saying yes when you mean no, maybe not having any boundaries. You have those people who are invasive and taking over your schedule and your happiness. And then also, you know, perfectionism. Everything has to be a certain way when it really doesn't. And also just feeling worthy. Are you worthy for your own healing? Are you worthy of self care? Are you worthy of being protected? And all of these things can help you shift from that state of burnout, including lifestyle factors and minerals and getting the nutrients you need to help you get away from burnout. So it's not just about your emotions, it's not just about your biochemistry, hormones, those kinds of things. It's a combination of both. It starts with foundations, and the foundations include minerals and energy. And once you have minerals and energy, nervous system online, and start working on the habits that support you, you're setting yourself up for success and a better midlife overall. So here's to a better midlife full of energy and possibilities and just feeling like our true selves again. And stay in touch and let's continue to have this conversation so that we can make sure that this is accessible and accessed by all of us. All right, take care, and till next time, have a great day.